Hey, how you doing? My name is Sam with Anchor Prints. We are a print shop in Southern California. We print 50,000 shirts a day. I'm here with Alejandro, the floor manager, who's been with me, I don't know, for too long. We have a good time printing shirts and hopefully not damaging them, hopefully. Alejandro, today we're gonna talk about the ease of use between the M&R and the ROQ. Let's go. So tell me, why do you think ROQ and M&R are different, and what do you think about the ease of use? Explain to me the interface for ROQ and what you think of it as far as like using it, setting up print heads. How's it work for you?
In Spanish or English?
I think the one positive here with M&R is the screen is so much bigger and much easier to touch. Even on our Cobras, right?
Yeah,
it's just
it's
easier
really
to, it's really easier to touch. They just made the objects bigger. Because if you see here, you know, to click, it's like different things, and it's a little bit smaller to touch. So it could be definitely a little bit more difficult.
When you don't want to print like this palette, you just use this button. That's the finish one, and I think it's better. And to compare to the ROQ machines, I think the ROQ machines, you have to look for the on the screen so you can push the button, you know?
Really small buttons. So, I mean, if an operator's moving, that's really difficult to stop and start. So that is a feature to note. So, yeah.
Ok, si tú estás metiendo, la máquina está bien recio. Ya, lo que necesitas es hacer esto, metes, suelta la suelta y se va. O puedes hacer esto, metes la playera, tardas, hasta te metes. No hay ningún problema, suelta y se va. No necesitas, a veces no necesitas poner el finish.
Saying is rather than using the buttons to skip, is you can actually use the foot pedal to pause it and then fix the problem. So pause it, or you can actually use the safety release here and use the safety release to pause it and then put it back, get it to not stop so you can keep going. So that's a couple tricks. So one thing with our shop, we have not been able to use the M&R flash hookup. They've come in, they've trained us how to use it on these DXs, but we just have had a lot of not success. So as an owner, obviously you buy things and they work a certain way, but getting your staff to use it properly is a whole other thing. And we have not been able to get the staff, the team, to use those M&R flashes the way they can be used. So we just use the sensor on them, which causes us some problems. Where here, they've actually been able to use the ROQ flashes the way that you should use them. So they can get them to turn on before the shirt shows up, so it's already hot. Little things like that they've been able to do, which is really crucial.
And I think the difference is because these flashes, they don't have sensor. So they have to use it like only this way. The
Yeah.
other ones, they have sensor and cable, and that's why they always use the sensor.
Yeah, and that's the hardest part when you have staff, is training them how to use the equipment properly. Because I know we've had M&R come out and train our staff. He's gone over it a bunch of times on how to use it, but getting them to use it, because what happens is, you know, there's things that are finicky or they don't understand, so it stops working and they just want to get the job done, so they unplug the cable and then they just use the sensor. Where here, there's not even a sensor option. They have to use this interface. But since we got it, the interface has worked. Where I know we've had issues with the interface and using these DX flashes with the machine. We just want to share some of the quick things that we like and dislike. And like I said, M&R, buttons on that, much bigger, easier to touch. ROQ has a little bit more features that are faster for you to get to than M&R, and the flash connections just work perfectly with the ROQ from the get-go, and it gives you no other option. Like I said, maybe that's not a problem for your shop, but our shop, it's been a problem to get those DXs working properly. But all right, thank you. We got more to come. M&R versus ROQ.